Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now today I was sent a longboard from a new company in the skate world called Possway. These guys have two boards to choose from. The one I'll be reviewing today is the T2, which is currently on sale at $349. Now, working with new companies is always a little risky. You never know if they threw something together to make a quick buck, or if they actually have a quality product. I'm happy to say Possway is off to a good start. One thing I really liked with the T2 are the two 480 watt motors in the front wheels. Most longboards I've reviewed have them in the rear, so they push rather than pull. It's difficult to describe the difference. All I know is I felt more comfortable and stable on this board than other longboards in the same price range. Now, as far as acceleration, the T2 also does very well. The 36-volt Li-ion battery makes the board a little heavy at 17.5 pounds, but it doesn't feel heavy when you hit the throttle. This has got some very good get up and go, and not just from a stopped position. I was cruising around 15 miles per hour and punched it, and was surprised at how much power it had to give. It made riding this a lot of fun. The deck is made from 5-layer Canadian maple mixed with 2 layers of fiberglass. It's slightly curved lengthwise and bowed at each end. I really like the design and noticed it gave the board a nice flex while hitting bigger bumps on the trail or when riding on the sidewalk. I could actually feel the bounce a little. It wasn't so much where I felt out of control, just enough to where I could tell the board was absorbing the impact rather than my knees. Now, one thing that also helped a bit with the comfort is the 3mm shock absorbing grip tape. This is something I'm seeing a lot of, and I'm glad companies are moving towards this design. It seems small, but helps a lot on longer rides. And speaking of long rides, the T2 has a range rating of 21 miles. I switched to the highest speed mode of the 4 it offers and hit just over 11.5 miles. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you'll know I always ride each product hard for the range test. So this is the low end of what you can expect if you weigh just under 200 pounds. The T2 is rated up to 330, so the range will change quite a bit depending on weight and the type of terrain. My second favorite feature is how well the T2 coasts. Coming down the canyon I went up for the range test, I only had to hit the throttle 2 or 3 times. In fact, I was hitting the brakes way more than the throttle, which are nice and smooth and have 4 braking levels. At the top of the canyon, I had 1 battery bar left. Once I got back down, which was over 5 miles, I still had most of that battery bar. Now, on that last battery bar and with the remote vibrating, indicating the battery was almost out, I was averaging 18 miles per hour. So the consistency in power is pretty good. On a full charge, which takes 4.5 hours, Possway says this board can reach a top speed of 26 miles per hour. Here's what I got on a flat and smooth trail on the highest speed. Now, once you have the speed you want to keep, press the top button on the remote to set the cruise control. The display will show it's on along with speed, battery life, total and trip odometer, speed mode, and brake mode. There's also the option to switch to reverse if you're the type that likes rear-wheel drive. The T2 has a hill rating of 30%. On the range test, I hit a couple of 50% slopes, which the board had no problem cruising up. I was topping out at around 15 miles per hour, so pretty confident it has the power to go steeper, although you definitely lose some speed. The T2 turns on with a small push and auto shuts off if left untouched after a couple of minutes. It has an IP54 waterproof rating, free 2 to 7 day shipping, and a 6-month warranty. Overall, I thought the T2 was a great board, especially for the price. This feels more like a $700 to $800 board. However, it would be nice to get more range. 11 miles is just too short for me. I'd love to see this get at least 15 on the highest speed mode. That was really the only thing I didn't like about it. I'd recommend the T2 for someone who is looking to get into longboarding. It has a good combination of stability and turning, and isn't going to break the bank. It's the type of board you can hop on and feel comfortable from the start. If you want to pick it up, I've got the link in the description. Also, be sure to visit my website, electricrevolution.com, for all my bike, board, and scooter reviews, which are broken down by category and price. So hopefully you enjoyed the review and found it helpful. If you did, give it a like, and please consider subscribing to the channel for more scooter, bike, and board reviews. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.